Hello and welcome to NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen. I'm Kevin Oxter. This time we're coming to you from San Diego, California, the site of the 2016 Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show. We're standing here at Point Loma, looking back to San Diego Bay and this beautiful city by the sea. There are big plans in place for this coming January when thousands of cattlemen and women will be here to make connections, do some work, and take advantage of some exciting educational opportunities. Plus, they'll have acres of exhibits to check out at the biggest cattle industry trade show. And there'll be some fun and entertainment along the way too, including the Cowboy Concert Series featuring none other than country music star Martina McBride. Just a little later, we'll have more on the plans for the 2016 Cattle Industry Convention. Convention registration is open now, and it's easy to sign up, get your hotel booked, and shop for some discounts on travel here to San Diego. It's all there for you at the website beefusa.org. Now, one man I know will be here for that gathering is Philip Ellis, Wyoming cattleman and president of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. Welcome to the show, Philip.
Great to be here, Kevin.
Well, we want to talk policy, but before we do, just how excited are you to have all your friends here in San Diego in January?
I'm really excited. This is going to be a fabulous location to gather with all the cattle industry. My family's coming from Wyoming to learn, to go through the trade show, find ways to improve our ranch, to hear about the issues, and just to visit with cattle people all across the nation, right here in this beautiful location.
It'd be great. Let's talk policy for a minute. We've heard an awful lot about trade recently, particularly the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Give us the update.
Well, we are excited that recently the Trans-Pacific Partnership Trade Agreement has been reached by the 12 nations involved. It will, for the beef cattle industry, it's going to lower the barriers. It is going to lower tariffs, give us access to markets. It's a real positive thing for the beef cattle industry and for our future and my family's future on the ranch in Wyoming. We are encouraging Congress to pass this agreement, a 21st century agreement that will really benefit the beef cattle industry.
You know, we've been talking about waters of the United States and asking the EPA to ditch the rule for a couple of years now. What's the latest on that ruling?
Well, yes, we have a three-pronged effort on that issue because it is so important to us farmers and ranchers. We don't have navigable waters. That was the intent of the Clean Water Act. But we are encouraging the Senate to pass Senate File 1140, which would recall the rule and have them start over. That legislation is passed in the House. We are also working in a second area to defunding language in the appropriations process so that there would not be funds to enforce the rule. And thirdly, it is so important that we are litigating. We have joined with American Farm Bureau and other organizations, along with state attorney generals, to ask for a judicial review of this rule and whether it's constitutional.
We'll look forward to an update about that issue here in January. One last question. We always talk about how important it is to have boots on the ground in Washington, D.C. Why is NCBA's presence so important to cattlemen and cattlewomen in Washington, D.C.?
Well, because that we are in Washington, D.C. with our office there and our presence there. We know that the legislative process, the agencies, they are working every day. And while we're out on our ranches working every day, what they do in Washington, D.C. can affect us. So we are there every day. We're there to encourage them on things that will benefit our industry. We're there to monitor and watch for things that could affect our profitability and our businesses. We need to be there every day, and we are increasing our presence, Kevin, and we are increasing our ability to address our priorities in our office in D.C. as we expand that office.
That's really good news and a much needed change. Thanks so much for coming to the show. We'll look forward to seeing you back here again in January.
You bet. We're anxious to set sail for San Diego.
Absolutely. Now, if you'd like to join Philip Ellis in the fight to protect the way of life for cattlemen and women, why not join NCBA? Just call 1-866-USA-BEEF or visit the website beefusa.org.